Marty, and this is Young Marty TV. You dig? Make sure I hit that like button, hit that share button, and hit that bell notification. You heard? You already know. So you be notified when I drop a new video, like this one right here. Jumping right into it, man. Wait, hold up. Before I jump into this video, I want to send a special shout out to my subscribers. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate the love and support that y'all been showing me. Um, yeah, man, let's keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I got a threshold that I'm trying to meet. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get up to 100,000 subscribers. So let's continue to subscribe and like, comment, share, and get in tune and tap into who I am and just the story and just who I am and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Uh, what I bring to this YouTube platform. You know what I'm saying? What I bring. You know what I'm saying? Everything is going to come together. Everything is going to explain itself. So thank y'all so much. Appreciate y'all so much for, being supportive of your boy. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, man. I know y'all see the title, man. I know y'all see the title in this one. My mother never gave a fuck about me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all, man. Here's my story. It's your boy, Yo Martin. Make sure y'all tap in. Those who that's coming in. Uh, those of you that's coming in, I need y'all to, you know, hit that like button hit that like button on this video, and also um, leave a comment below if you could relate. If you've been through similar stuff, you've been through the same shit that I've been through in my life, as far as dealing with relatives and family members, or even being abandoned by your mother. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Make sure y'all share my video. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment below. And also let me know y'all experiences. Please let me know y'all experiences. You know what I'm saying? I'm very interested. I want to know what you've been through as a kid. How did you handle it? How did you handle being abandoned by your mom? You know what I'm saying? How did you handle not being loved by your mother? You know what I'm saying? How did you handle uh just her not caring about you, your mother not loving you, and everything, just your relationship with your mom, you know what I'm saying? So if you have similar experiences, if you share these same experiences that I did, I want you to share your story and leave a comment below on this video. You did jump right into it. um I need a drink of water, man. Hold on, y'all give me a second, man. Shit is crazy. um yeah, man. My mother never gave a fuck about me. You know what I'm saying? Let me say that again. My mother never gave a fuck about me. And here's why I say that. You know what I'm saying? Here's why I say this, because number one, as I remember, there's no if. I do remember. You know what I'm saying? Um, from the '90s up until now, man. I remember the early '90s, man. Uh, in Newark, New Jersey, man. You know what I'm saying? For those who don't know, I'm from Newark, New Jersey, born and raised. I done lived everywhere. I mean, not everywhere. Excuse me. I don't live in a lot of places. You know what I'm saying? I've been to a lot of places. I still got a whole lot more places to go and live and just everything. Life is about it. It's a journey. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, man. With that being said, man, I'm from Newark, New Jersey, whatever, man. And yeah, man, I can remember, in the '90s and stuff, how me, man, all my family and stuff was, we was together, and then again, we was kind of together, and then again, we wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It was like, man, this particular drill, this shit, I need to get that shit installed, get that shit put somewhere else. All right, yeah, that look a lot better. You know what I'm saying? I got some long guys here, but yeah, man. So yeah, man, my mother, man, we got, we had a crazy relationship, bro. crazy relationship, crazy relationship, strange relationship, man. Because I say strange because even though she was my mother and everything. But anyway, get back to the '90s, man. I'm gonna get back to the story. Basically, like I said, man, my mother, man, she pretty much abandoned me, man. My mom's, man, she picked and chose, like, what I mean. She just, my mom's was just crazy, man. My mom's was crazy, man. I do love her, I do miss her. For those who don't know, man, my mother passed away a few years ago and everything. But um, yeah, man, my mom, she just abandoned me, bro. You know what I'm saying? She had us together and everything, and I remember one point in time in the '90s, my mother wasn't in my life. You know what I'm saying? And then there was another part of the '90s where we was all staying together, and me, my mom, my little brother, little sister, and everything. We was living together at some point in time, and then my mother lost us. You know what I'm saying? My mother lost us to the system. You know what I'm saying? We got taken away. You know what I mean? We got taken away into foster care. You know what I'm saying? And, that was pretty tough. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty tough for me because I what I mean? I was a little kid, and you know what I'm saying? And I was just young, man. You know what I'm saying? I was young. And who want to be taken away from their mother? You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to be taken away from their mother. You know what I'm saying? So it was like once I got taken away from my mother, like I said, I remember we was all together in the '90s, um, and everything, and then the mid '90s, and then the late '90s. That's when it really happened. You know what I'm saying? It was 1999. You feel me? Like I told y'all, we moved down south. I think in 1996. It was either 96 or 97, one of them. You know what I'm saying? My mother had moved us down south in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? To Atlanta, and man, we was always on a Greyhound bus, bro. I remember that shit, bro. We was constantly traveling from Atlanta like 2 or 3 times. You know what I'm saying? I remember, maybe even more than that, probably um, 4 times. I remember 3 or 4 times. Um, I just know it was a lot. You know what I'm saying? But the whole point I'm trying to say is like once it was just crazy, bro. It was just crazy, bro. Like, and the reason why my mother couldn't give a fuck about me, I believe, is because she was on drugs. You feel me? My mother had a drug problem. You know what I'm saying? Like a real bad drug problem that she wouldn't accept, or she she didn't she I guess didn't she didn't believe it to believe that she had a drug problem. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess a person that's in the life and doing what she do or lived the life that she lived, it was just like for her to have kids and then for her to be living a lifestyle, it was like you gotta pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like her living a lifestyle, her not thinking that it will eventually catch up. You know what I'm saying? It will eventually catch up to her, but um, it was just a strange relationship because it was just like my mother. She preached like how she loved us, how we was how she, how she was you know how she was gonna get us back and everything when we got taken away from diapers and everything. Um, it was just crazy, bro. Like it was just crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was like oh, I'm gonna get y'all back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Um, when we got taken away and stuff, when I got taken away from my mother, she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get y'all back. We'll get you back." She was saying like me and my brothers and sisters. She was gonna get us back or whatever. Oh, I'm gonna get y'all back. I'm gonna get y'all back. And then when it was the time came and it was time for her to get us back, she didn't get us back. You know what I'm saying? She didn't put forth the effort. You know what I'm saying? She didn't do what she had to do. You know what I'm saying? She didn't do what she needed to do to get her kids back into her possession. You know what I'm saying? And when I think about it, and I sit back and I think about everything, man, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, the way my mom's treated me and everything, you know what I'm saying? It was just like she painted that picture for the world to treat me a certain way, because it was just like, if you treating your kid bad, or if you treating your kid a certain type of way, it's like, how you think the world gonna treat your son? You know what I'm saying? How you think the world gonna treat your daughter? How you think the world is gonna treat your kids? You feel me? Like, they not gonna, you feel me? Like, they not gonna be nice to your kids. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna be real cool with your kids. You know what I'm saying? They, you know what I mean? Like, they're gonna treat them any type of way, because they feel like the parents not around. They can do whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? This is all off experience. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Like, it hurted me to know, like, my mother didn't care about me the way that she should have, because I know deep down inside, like, that's what I really needed the most. You know what I'm saying? I needed a mother in my life that, for the nurturing, for the caring, to be like, a strong woman. You know what I'm saying? To For her kids, for her son, for her daughters. You know what I'm saying? But mainly for her kids. Like, speaking for myself, I can't speak for my other siblings. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to speak for them. Even though I believe at some point in time we all wanted the same thing. We all wanted to be around each other and be this quote unquote big family, but it just never came to that. It never got to that. It never did get to that. Like, I was mainly the one trying, to bring the family together, and then, man, it got to the point family tried me. You know what I'm saying? They start turning on me, so therefore I had to cut my mother's side of the family off. You know what I'm saying? I don't speak to bro. I don't speak to nobody in my family. I hardly speak to anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's not to say that we don't love each other or always hate, or it's just that, but it's just like, I had to put me first. You feel me? I had to put myself first. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, the enemy gonna try to attack or whatever, but the thing about it is, if you a hater and you send back and you watching my video and you done something to me, or you just believe like, um, bad things should happen to me, or because, you know what I mean, you're just an evil person, then that's all on you. You know what I mean? Don't be mad when God put you in a position where, you know what I mean, you just gotta face that. You gotta eat that, because you're a grimy person. You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying, man, yeah, man, it just hurts me, bro. It hurts me to know that my mom's gave up on me. You know what I'm saying? She gave up on her kids. You know what I'm saying? She gave up on family. You know what I'm saying? She gave up on being, you know, the super lady. You know what I'm saying? That superwoman. You know what I'm saying? You know, that super lady, man. That, like, Mom Dukes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, my mother's my mother. I love my mother. You know what I'm saying? I love my mother. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I love my mother. She not here no more. You know what I'm saying? But it just was the whole point. Like, damn, like, once you know, it was just like, once everything was said and done, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, once she, like, even when she was alive, bro, and like I was going through so much when she was here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was going through mad shit. You feel me? And then it was just like, when she was here, we was going through stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then when she died, it was just like, that was crazy. But then again, it was just like, bro, like, it was just fucked up, bro. That shit was just crazy. You know what I'm saying? That shit was just crazy, bro. Like, it was just crazy, bro. To grow up, you know, you in foster care, and your mother, she didn't get you out of foster care, and then your cousins or the family that y'all are around, y'all all together, y'all all living together, they become, you know, but I'm just telling y'all my story, bro, and like who I am and who I'm connected to, and just, but, like I said, bro, we always lived together in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? Me, Tommy, my mother, my aunt Samantha, all of us and everything. You know, Tayana, Yanni, Doobie, the twins, uh, my little brother, my little sister. Like we all was living together in the '90s, bro. You know what I'm saying? All of us. You know what I'm saying? Like we was all living together in the '90s. You know what I'm saying? And then, uh, in the late '90s, bro, 1999, bro. You know what I'm saying the year 1999, before the year 2000, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's when we got taken away. You know what I'm saying? That's when I got taken away from my mother. And then it was on from there. You know what I'm saying? Like life really begun at that point. You know what I'm saying? For me, because I was 9 years old. For me, I was starting to understand things. You know what I'm saying? I had a different understanding or whatever, and I just was old enough to see what was really going on, even though I didn't understand it. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't fully understand it. I didn't understand like how the fuck or why was these people taking us away from our parents. You know what I'm saying? Why these people was taking us or taking me away from my mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, feel me? So, um, yeah, man. I just couldn't understand it, man. I just didn't understand it. But then years later, when I got older, I realized what was going on. I started getting information from different resources, different people. You know what I mean? Like, it was the drugs. It was just a whole bunch of other shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I found out my mom's got raped. She was molested by her father, you know what I'm saying? Like all types of shit came out. Like people they don't want to talk about that though. In my family, they want to keep shit. They want to keep shit hidden. They want to keep shit tucked away. But I was hearing a lot of shit about my mom's, bro. Like, feel me? So how she was in the streets. I knew my mother was a street chick. I knew my mother was a street female. You know what I'm saying? Even me, I even learned some things from her streetwise of dealing with the streets. And I didn't really like learn nothing from my mother. She didn't really teach me nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hold you. My mother ain't really teach me nothing. I remember it was like little stuff like when I was a kid, like my mother didn't even teach me how to spell my name or nothing, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? It was I ain't gonna you know what I'm saying, it was my auntie. It was one of my aunties. I'm gonna just say that. You know what I'm saying? It was one of my aunties and somebody that she was dealing with that taught me how to spell my name, taught me all that shit. You know what I'm saying? My mom, she didn't teach me how to spell my name or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like how to spell my name. You know what I'm saying? My ABCs, one, two, threes, none of that shit. So yeah, man. The reason why I say my mother never gave a fuck about me because number one, man, she left us in foster care. She left me in foster care, and then even after that, even growing into adulthood, she still like was just like she wasn't reaching out, you know what I'm saying? But then again, it was just like I had a little situation with my mother where I ran into her, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to y'all, like, you feel me? I ran into my mother in Paterson, New Jersey one day. And this was right before she died, bro. This was right before she passed away. And she, wanted to take a picture with me, whatever. And who would have think that that'd be the last time I seen my mother? You know what I'm saying? Who would have think that this would be the last time I saw my moms? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, the last time I saw my mother, man, you know what I mean? I need everybody that's tuning in, man, to like this video, man. Um, yeah, man, the last time I saw my mother, man, was in Paterson, New Jersey, man. She asked to take a picture with me, and I said no. I said no. I told her I didn't want to be in a picture with her because at the time, man, I was, what I mean, I was hurt, man. I was going through some stuff, man. I was going through a little situation where I was pretty much homeless, you know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't living on the street, but I was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was in a little homeless situation or whatever, and I just was trying to find my way, and I was going through, you know what I mean? And then the whole time I was still looking for my mother, you feel me? But it was just like, you know, she like duck and dodge me, like she barely, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just crazy, bro. Like the relationship with my mother, me and my mother was, it wasn't good, bro. It wasn't really. it wasn't really a good relationship, bro. But between me and my mother, man, real, real. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff I know, like it's the past. I let it go, but a lot of stuff I haven't. Um, I'm not dissing, man. You know, it is what it is, and I just like I said, I hold my story, I hold my things, the stuff that I've been through in my life could help other people. You know what I'm saying? Could help others. You know what I'm saying? Could help you. Could help. You know what I'm saying? Anybody in the world. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But um, I just feel like, man, you know, my mother, she didn't care, bro. She didn't care. And after she lost us to the system, like she really didn't care because it was just like she didn't have the responsibilities no more. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, oh well, you know, I know they're in the system. I don't think nothing gonna happen to them or nothing can happen to them. Like she believed, like she thought like real blue pill, like you know what I'm saying? Like just like on a lower level. She didn't think like, oh, let me fight to get my kids back. You know what I'm saying? Let me be this strong, dominant female. Let me be this strong person for my kids. You know what I'm saying? Let me go get them back. Let me be the a right female. Let me do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Let me get my kids back. You know what I'm saying? Let me fight hard. Let me go get them. You know what I'm saying? Let me go get my kids back. You know what I'm saying? Let me go get my kids out the system. You know what I'm saying? Let me go get my kids out of diapers. Let me go get my kids out of diapers, kid. Let me go get my kids away from the white out of these people who they trying to take my kids away from me. You know what I'm saying? Let me go get my kids back. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, wow, she didn't fight for us, bro. Like she ain't fight for us, bro. She ain't fight for me. She ain't fight to get me back. So it's just like, wow. You know what I mean? It was just total neglect, bro. It was total neglect. That was just straight abandonment. You know what I'm saying? It was just, bro. Like, so man, like I said, man, my mother didn't give a fuck about me because if she did, like I said, you know what I mean? You don't know the next person's struggle. You don't know what the next person going through. But like I said, you know what I mean? You know, if you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be having these kids and stuff like that. You can't just be popping kids out your coochie and then you in an adult stage. You're not a little kid. You feel me? Wow. Are you going to mature and grow up and say, hey, let me stop the bullshit. Let me do the right thing for my kids. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feel what I'm saying, right? Like, feel me? Like, and it's not to put my mother down. It's not to put her down or whatever. But it's just like you should have did the right thing when you was here. You feel me? Because you had kids, you got kids, and then it's just like speaking for me, it's just like I loved you. You know what I'm saying? I love my mother. Feel me? Is nothing that I wouldn't do. You feel me? Or you feel me that I would do for her. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that's my mother. I care. I loved it, but did my mother care for me? You know what I'm saying? Did my mother love me? Is the question. You know what I'm saying? And my answer to that is no. You know what I'm saying? Because if she loves you, she would have put in the work. You know what I'm saying? Your mother would have made sure you was good. Not go through years and years and years. You know what I mean? And then you just out here living your life. Whole time your kids is in the system. You know what I'm saying? Your kids is in diapers. Your kids is growing up without a father, without a mother, and we're growing up in fucking group homes and foster homes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the reality. So that's what it was for me as a kid growing up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? For a short amount of time, like for a short period of time, I was around my family, and then after that, man, I got taken away. You know what I'm saying? I got taken away, and I signed myself out of diapers when I was 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? When I was 18, and then when I was 18, what do? I go down south and I get locked up and go on a run for 7 years, and then the person that I'm doing stuff with becomes famous and now acting funny towards me as if like, you know, but I wouldn't do that to her. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that to you, dog. I wouldn't do that to you, regardless of what. I wouldn't do that to you. And if you felt any type of way, you know what I mean? If you had stuff on your mind, you could have said what you said. You could have expressed how you feel, and we could have moved on from that. You know what I'm saying? I either way, I anywhere it go. But I'm the type of brother I sum shit up. I'm not gonna sit here and play games with nobody. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that was just that. But that's why, you know what I mean. A lot of people don't know my story, man. They don't know that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We was all together. Me, my mother's kids, and my aunt Samantha, her kids. We all was living in the same house. We all was together in the '90s, and you know what I'm saying. And then during that time, you know what I'm saying. Before that, you know what I'm saying. Like I was living with my mother, but she was getting high. She was on drugs. Like I remember it was time my mother wouldn't even be in the house. You know what I'm saying. She was out getting high. You know what I'm saying. Where she was running the streets, doing what she doing. She was involved with a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Involved with some dude or some nigga she was messing with or whatever. Some dude she was fucking with or just in the streets or dealing with men or whatever she was doing. She just was in the streets, you know what I'm saying? So her having that time and doing what she had to do to be a mother, I just feel like, or I think that that's she that's what she felt at, you know what I'm saying? That's what she felt at by not being a mother, you feel me? So that's my whole thing, man. It was just like, come on, bro. Like you got kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's what hurt me, bro. Like that's what hurt me, you know what I mean, about the situation with my mother, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, damn, man, she could have and my mother knew how to sing, bro. She knew how to cook. You know what I'm saying? My mother knew how to do hair. She had three things that could have made her a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? That I figured out by myself. But when she was here, my mother was too head struck on stuff that hurt her. You know what I mean? Things that, you know what I mean? My mom was delusional, bro. Like I'm telling you, bro, my mother was delusional, bro. She had mental issues, bro. Like emotional shit going on. Like my mom's was even crazy, bro. I think she had like some psychological things going on. You know what I mean? For shit that happened to her when she was a kid and when she was in the streets. You feel me? So just keeping it real, man. Just keeping it real on my end. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers can say what they want, feel how they feel, but you know what I mean. It is what it is. I got more intellect. I got more intellect information than anybody could. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their story. Everybody have their points of views and opinions and stuff like that. But nobody's going to change my point of views or my opinion or how I feel about my mother or about my life or anything I got going on in my life. You feel me? And that's just that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, my mother never gave a fuck about me. You know what I'm saying? Because if she did, she would have put me first. You know what I'm saying? She would have put all that other shit to the side, like fuck the drama between her and her family. And, you know what I'm saying? Like fuck the drama with her and these people, man. This bullshit, man. Real for real. Fuck all the drama, nigga. Real for real, man. It's just that's crazy. You a single mother, you by yourself. Like common sense tell you right there you gotta get your life together. You know what I'm saying? Because you got kids, you feel me? You got kids, they depending on you. You know what I mean? You gotta feed these little motherfuckers, they gotta go to school, all that. You know what I'm saying? So I just think, man, she just gave up, bro. My mother just gave up, and she just said, "Fuck it." You know what I'm saying? She couldn't take care of us no more, and I had to grow up in the system. You know what I'm saying? And I was in the system from the time I was 9 years old all the way to the time I was 18, and then when I was 18 years old, before a little while before I turned 19 years old, that's when I went down south and I got locked up. You know what I'm saying? I started living with my cousin Tommy and them. And then you know what I'm saying, after that, I went on a run, you know what I'm saying? I was on a run for 7 years, got expedited twice, from New Jersey all the way down to Georgia. Like, dog, like I done seen every county jail from New Jersey to Baltimore to Virginia to fucking South Carolina, North Carolina. Like I done seen every county jail twice from state to state. You know what I mean? Being expedited. You know what I mean? Going to different county jails and from state to state, bro. Picking up other inmates and you know what I mean? Getting dropped off and all of that stuff, man. So I done been through it. You know what I'm saying? I done seen some shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. You know what I mean? God rest her soul, man. R.I.P. to my mother, but you know what I mean? It's still a lot of stuff that she did. You know what I'm saying? She hurt a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if my mother really gave a fuck about me, she wouldn't have like done things in a sense to where it's like it will fuck her kids up. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You doing things to people and like, nah, they taking that shit out on me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? She's stealing jewelry from my aunts and shit. You know what I mean? I got aunties who wear expensive jewelry. You know what I mean? She taking from them. I'm talking about aunts. I'm talking about an auntie in my family that was cool as hell, bro. I'm talking about, bro, me and my aunt, my aunt Debbie, bro. My aunt Debbie, man, she was such a sweet lady. She was so cool to me, bro. Like, she was so cool to me at one point in time. Growing up in the '90s, I remember we used to go to her house all the time in the '90s, bro. Have cookouts, barbecue, all that shit. And then my mother, she went and stole from the lady. You know what I'm saying? She goes and take jewelry from the lady so she could get high to support her drug habit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, damn, man, you had a drug habit. I wish you would have got help. I wish we, you know what I mean? But she was so distant, and it was just like the way the relationship was. It was just like it was just things was a certain way, and I wish it wasn't like that because it just seemed like she just wanted to do her. She just wanted to do, excuse me, like she just wanted to do whatever she was doing. And if anybody said something to her about it, like if anybody said something to her about what she was doing, like she would catch an attitude from me. She would feel some type of way, and it was like you couldn't say nothing to my mother. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't express to her how you feel. You couldn't say to her how you feel. You couldn't say what was on your mind because she was always, to me, it just seemed like she was just always caught up in doing what she was doing. She was always, it was always about her and all of this stuff. You know what I mean? She didn't really care about how I feel. She didn't really care about how I felt as her child. And it was times when I would bring things to her attention and she would run from it. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about literally, bro. Like she'd hang up the phone. She went, "Oh, I'll call you back." Click. You never hear from her again. "Oh, I'll call you back." "Oh, I'll talk to you later." So you start talking about some shit she don't want to hear. "Oh, I'll call you back." "Oh, I'll talk to you later." Or y'all fighting or y'all arguing. Like that's the relationship. Like goddamn. How we can't see eye to eye. We can't even have a real conversation. She kicking you out the house because she feel like it's too hurtful. You know what I'm saying? It's too hurtful. It's too this or it's too that or motherfuckers don't want to face the fact. You know, it was just a whole bunch of bullshit, and that's how these people is, bro. And anytime I bring something to the forefront, these people always try to shun me off or try to do some shit to try to hurt my feelings or try to make me feel less of a person, or try to hurt my soul because I'm speaking on the real. You feel me? Because you know what I'm saying? Because I'm speaking on some real shit. You feel me? Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. She could have did the right thing, bro. She should have did the right thing and took care of her child, bro. Took care of her kids. You know what I'm saying? Not leave us in the system. Not leave other people to take care of us or to provide for us because that means they could do whatever they want. They could do what the fuck they want. And it is what it is. They the ones who taking care of them. If they want to beat you, whoop you, or whatever, or kick you out, these motherfuckers got they can do that because they have that control. You leaving these people with the control of your kids. What the like? What you think they gonna do? What you think gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, my mom's man, she just was crazy, bro. She just was bugged out, and She didn't want to accept her responsibilities as a mother. You know what I'm saying? She picked and chose when she was going to do what and how she was going to do it, when, where, and if and how, and this and that and the third. Like, it was just, you know what I'm saying? It was just, you feel me? It was just a lot of bullshit with that, bro. A lot of bullshit. But speak up and let your voice be heard, man. Did y'all ever experience this type of stuff with y'all mother, man? Did y'all ever experience these type of things with your family, with your relatives? Like, did y'all ever experience getting taken away, growing up in foster care, growing up in the system? You know what I mean? Being taken away from your parents, being taken away from your mother, your father. Like, you know what I mean? Speak up and let your voice be heard, man. In the comment section below, man. Let me know how y'all feel. Yeah. But, yeah, man. I love my mother, man. I love Mom Deuce, man. But, yeah, y'all speak up and let your voice be heard, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me know how y'all feel. Let me know if y'all experienced this, man. Let me know if y'all mother abandoned y'all, left y'all in foster care and stuff like that. And even after the fact, still wouldn't fix the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Still didn't do the right thing, even after the fact. I'll speak up, let y'all voice be heard, man. Let me know what's up. All right, man. I'll holler at y'all, man. It will be a part two, part three of this. You know what I mean? As we go on in the future, you dig? But, it's your boy, Yo Marty, man. I love y'all, man. My mother ain't never give a fuck about me because if she did, she would have took us out of foster care. She would have took me out of foster care. She would have had me in her possession. She wouldn't let me go into the system. All right, y'all. I'll let y'all. It's your boy, Yo Marty. And this is I'm Marty TV, you dig? I'll let y'all. Peace to the next video.